James, absolutely delighted to have you here at Football Fun Factory HQ today for your onboarding day, ready to launch your programmes in March. Can you tell us a little bit about how you're feeling about being here today?
Yeah, really excited. Just excited to get going. Obviously seen this programme for quite a while, followed Johnny and a few of the others on social media. Yeah, the sort of main word I can think of is excitement, just ready to get going. Really looking forward to doing something that can sort of change, I guess, people's lives and kids' sort of, sort of passion for football, and sort of give some that don't normally have the opportunity to sort of do football in a relaxed environment, in a fun and sort of educational way as well.
No, fantastic, brilliant to hear that. And like, obviously I've got to know you a little bit. I understand your passion for football, you love football coaching. Can you tell us where that comes from, and maybe some of your earliest experiences as a child playing football?
So yeah, I mean, my earliest experience of football is sort of my dad was a hardcore Norwich City fan, and we would, my memories of just sneaking into grounds, just being carried at sort of the really early ages. I couldn't even tell you, it was probably sort of 4 or 5 years old. It's just memories of being things like at the Cop before it got torn down and rebuilt, the Norwich-Liverpool game, the last game before that got torn down, Upton Park, and being in the home fan section if he couldn't get into the away ones, and getting looks when he'd cheer for an away goal. And then it all sort of, I remember watching a game, I think it was Norwich versus Arsenal at Carrow Road, and Ian Wright went and give the ball back to the goalkeeper, and I thought he was doing something kind, but looking back at it now, I think he was just trying to hurry the Norwich goalkeeper up. And that then developed into a passion for Arsenal, and so that's where I sort of fell in love with Arsenal, and now sort of follow them as my main team. But in terms of my football, was just youth football, just being around your friends, and that was the main thing. It's just I loved, all my school friends were my football team. Playing away games, we'd have success, we'd have losses, but it never mattered. It was just about enjoying the game. Even going into sort of 15, 16 years old, starting to get into adult football, I was playing in the men's team back in Ipswich, and just enjoying like the sort of social club after that with all the older players, and you think they're gods at the time, they're all just getting ready for their night out, but it's just that environment of just being around friends, and that was your whole Saturday. Obviously had kids, everyone wants their children to be involved in football. My eldest did for a while until COVID, and then my middle child, she tried every single club under the sun, dancing, swimming, sort of majorettes and things like that, but just never found a club that she actually wanted to do. And she said, "Oh, can I try football?" And she was 6, so we took her down to Cheltenham, and she cried her eyes out in the car park. And I said, "We can go home if you like." And she was like, "No, but I really want to try." And I said, "Okay, well, let's just go." And she tried it and just never looked back, and that's what she loves to do. And then sort of my youngest, he's always been around football, never shown an interest. He's sort of digger mad and toy mad, and just loves that element. But he wants to try, but he's just anxious about trying a club. And so we just sort of did a few kicking about with him, but sort of mainly I can see his passion for just fun, and I think that's the element that really sort of excites me about this.
No, it's like when listening to you speak there about your experiences sort of growing up in football, and that is so much more than football, isn't it? Them sort of bonds that are built when you're growing up playing with your mates and that sort of thing. It's such a close alignment to what the Football Fun Factory is, what it's all about. You mentioned your daughter, your son. Could you tell us a little bit more how you sort of got into coaching?
Purely by accident. So we went to, obviously took my daughter to coaching. There was a lot of girls there. It was a girls only session, and the coach that was there at the moment, she was brilliant. But she had about 18 girls there. And sort of sometimes you sat there watching thinking, oh, she could really do
with a hand.
And I sort of said to her after the session, I said, if you ever need a hand, just let me know. And a few weeks later, I'm sort of in there helping her. And then a few weeks after that, she's like, right, if you want to take this age group and start a team. And I was like, okay, fine. Didn't know what I was getting myself into, but it's so rewarding seeing the sort of children's faces, and sort of seeing them improve is the main thing, and having fun. So yeah, sort of all the way from under 7, and now they're at under 11, and yeah, they're absolutely flying. But it's I think probably similar to most grassroots coaches, they're parents that have kind of accidentally fallen into it, or maybe been pushed in, and before you know it, it's sort of a massive part of your life.
No, and I think like so many people, myself included, is exactly the same. You sort of take your little one to the first training session, before you know it, you're getting sucked into helping out. Next thing, you're the coach of the team, but you fall in love with it, don't you? It becomes like the highlight of your week, the training, the games at the weekend. It's what they live for. But it's more than that. It's you feel like they're your children as well, and they're all such a close group. Like the team that's there now is. A lot of the girls have been there from the beginning, so Fantastic.
They've all got such close bond, and it's just great to see them. And not only that, it's the social element for the adults as well. Like the parents all get on, and you make new friends that way, and it's great.
So for 4 years coaching your daughter's team, obviously absolutely loving that. Where did the idea come from, or like what sees you sat here today, like we're becoming a franchisee with the Football Fun Factory?
So it's I think I never grew up wanting to be a gas engineer, and you get to a point where you think, right, I'm spending all this time in football. Actually, I really like it. I like coaching my daughter's team, and you see other sort of people doing coaching and things. And actually, is there a viable opportunity to make it like a life choice rather than just a job? Can you do something that sort of supports your family and you enjoy every single day, and you get to see? The thing I like is seeing the children's faces and seeing them improve and everything. Well, why wouldn't you want to do that as a job and sort of do that as much as possible? And
where did you sort of stumble across the Football Fun Factory?
I think it's from following a lot of you guys on social media, whether it's Coach Johnny, and I think you resonate with certain people. Like there'll be loads of coaches out there. I see lots of one-to-one coaches, and you might have an opinion on, oh, that's too serious, or that's not your values. But you come across someone like Johnny, and you immediately sort of resonate, and see that their values align with yours. In that, well, actually, look what they're doing there. It's you're delivering fun to hundreds of children, thousands of kids, and you're giving them opportunities that they might not necessarily get on a Saturday morning at their grassroots club, to just have fun, relax, and enjoy the sport that they like.
And a lot of the franchisees that come on board that I speak to, they've come across Johnny on social media, like a fantastic presence. He's got on social media and gives such sort of fantastic top tips, advice, and sort of gives you ideas and that sort of thing. When you saw sort of Johnny and came across him, were you aware that the Football Fun Factory was a franchise opportunity, or was it sort of after seeing Johnny where you've sort of found out more information?
Yeah, it was after that actually. It was nothing. I didn't realise that when I've been following Johnny for a couple of years now, and absolutely no idea that it was a franchise. I thought that was just he does his work at that area that he's in. I think it was you or James popped up on my social media about actually there's a franchise opportunity. So had a look into it a little bit further and thought, you know what, let's see if we can find some more information out about that, and is it as viable as it could be? Yeah.
And what was that sort of biggest driver? Because obviously everyone wants, a lot of people want to work in football. There's such a passion for it, particularly in this country. What was the biggest driver, sort of not having the same passion for your current role? I know you've got a successful career. Like, what was the biggest driver to think, this is my long-term ambition to?
I think it's something to do. I think it's along the line. It's something I can do with my children. So I can take my child to my work and see him do what he loves, and I'm doing what I love at the same time. So I know that's only going to last for X amount, but when they get older, they can come and help do the same thing and coach as well. So it's not just a short-term thing. It's something that I know my daughter, she's she's 10, and she's desperate to coach now. She wants to set up her own one-to-one business, and if I can provide something or an avenue where she gets older and she wants to do something, I guess it's showing them that you can just follow something that you're passionate about. You don't all have to go work in an office somewhere if you don't want to. There's something out there that you can do. If you're passionate about something, then yeah, why not follow in that dream?
That's incredible to hear, like your daughter at that age and
Yeah.
sort of having that aspiration to coach, and you starting this journey now. And so with the sessions, you're obviously going to be launching a franchise in and around the Cheltenham area. Can you tell us a little bit more about sort of you as a coach, how you like to coach, how you like to deliver sessions?
So yeah, I guess me as a coach, we've got you've always got sort of, I guess, good cop, bad cop in. I think I'm probably a bit more sterner with with our team, but it's more relaxed. So we run a team where they're a very good group of girls. So they want to be challenged in ways, but they also like to have fun. So we try and mix that up a bit. We like to structure the sessions in a way that they know what they're coming to do, and then we have a laugh a bit at the end as well with sort of games and stuff, and we'll join in. And just last Monday night, me and my sort of assistant coach, one of the other parents, we'd said, oh well, you guys do the match and we'll go and goal. So we were the goalies, and they were like, oh, we want you in goal, we want you in goal. But we were just letting goals in and they couldn't believe it. Or sometimes we'd save ones that they didn't think. But yeah, there was it's a good laugh. We like loads of Halloween, Christmas, we'll bring loads of treats down and sort of have competitions for those sorts of things. And especially with like Christmas and stuff, we'll just try and make it as fun as possible in those sessions. And yeah,
that's really brilliant. I know that your daughter's team that you coach are a very talented group. They play a lot of really high quality professional clubs in opposition, but it sounds like fun and enjoyment is still at the forefront in the coaching work that you do.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a lot of the girls we've beaten a lot of the sort of professional clubs as well, or had competitive games, but they like to be with us because they get those experiences, but it's a relaxed environment where they can just enjoy football as well without the pressures of player reviews or sort of having to retrial or anything like that. They're in the team and they're in the team. So it's we organise lots of social events, whether it's ice skating we went to for Christmas or sort of Halloween parties we had at my house. So we had all of the girls there with all of the parents, all fancy dress.
Brilliant.
Just a great evening just on Halloween, and that's what we like to do. So we're trying to create like a family environment where everyone, whether it's sort of the children or the parents, can just sort of feel like, football is fun and enjoyment for everyone.
That's so good to hear. And obviously today really marks the start of your journey, if you like on the onboarding day, moving forward to launch your programs in March. How are you feeling, like sort of now? Like what are the feelings inside you?
So many. Nervous, excitement, just ready to get going. It's the main one is excitement, but you've also got that nervousness in the background.
Oh, of course,
starting anything from scratch is tough. I've started businesses before, but this one feels like it's the one you want to just really, really make work, and I feel like you can have fun along with it. So it's going to be lots of challenges, ups and downs, but actually it's all going to be worth it to get that sort of fun and excitement at the end of it.
No, I completely get that, and it's a really, really exciting start to the year to launch the programs in March. Like I said before, we're so sort of happy to have you on board and really looking forward to working with you to sort of build a really flourishing franchise in the Cheltenham area.